This Strat right here is everybody's favorite. Everybody that ever sees this guitar right here tells me that it's the most beautiful Strat they've ever seen and stuff like that. And it's not really that fancy. I bought it for 300 bucks used at Guitar Center. It was $299. It's a Fender Mexico Player Plus something. Used to have a button here, but I modded the heck out of it. Now, one of the best mods I've ever done on a guitar, and I don't know how I didn't do this before, was install this. And your guitar really needs it. Today, we look at the VegaTrem Trem system for Strats. What is up, YouTube? My name is Buddy Blues, and today we look at a tremolo system. It's vibrato, it's not really tremolo, but we're not gonna go back and correct Mr. Fender, are we? Who are we? Who are you? Who am I? We are nobodies. So the subject matter today is this. I am blown away by this bridge, and I cannot believe I haven't tried this before. I had never tried the VegaTrem up until I met these guys in NAMM, and they had one of their guitars there that had a VegaTrem system on it. And it got me really excited to put one on mine. Installation was extremely easy if and only if, I'm not gonna bullshit you at all this review, if and only if you are proficient with setups, with guitar setups, especially with Strat setups, and the way stuff works on the back. I filmed myself installing it, and I'm gonna post a very sped up video of it just so that you see that it really takes nothing if you know what you're doing. All right, so obviously we're gonna start with taking the strings off, taking the back off as well. Springs, everything goes out. Now, if you have a vintage bridge like mine, there's these 6 screws you gotta take off, which is what I just did. VegaTrem gives you a selection. It took me half an hour to take this plastic off of that bar. Anyway, they provide you with everything you need, and they give you several different sizes for the springs. And then from here on out, it's literally 4 screws that go in, the springs on the back, connect, and then it's on. That's it. Put your strings on and do a setup. You're gonna need to do intonation and all that, and that's it. So what's special about this Trem? I hate Floyd Rose guitars. I really do, but I'm what you call in today's age Floyd curious. I've always wanted a guitar that had that extreme up and extreme down thing that stays in tune, but I didn't want to use it to do Eddie Van Halen stuff. I don't know how to do that stuff. That's not what I play. I don't want to do the metal stuff. That's also not what I play. I don't want to dive bomb, but I do want a trem that'll allow me to get Jeff Becky, or not even that, maybe, because no one knows how to play that either. But like, if I were to play an ambient chord, I want to give it a little bit more of a very slow and smooth vibrato, and I want this to come back, and I want to be able to do flutters on a Strat. It's impossible to do on a Strat, like one of these guys. Yeah, I have nothing to the side here, but they've got like the vintage Strat, which is what this one had. You can't really do that stuff on it. This thing feels so good to bend on, to play on, to do stuff. And I mean, you heard it in the beginning a little bit. Now I'm gonna play it for you. And again, I'm gonna be exaggerating a bit. I'm not gonna be playing the whole time, but I'm gonna be playing as much as I can because I want to show you how this works. I'm gonna go through my pedal board. I'll post a picture of it. Silktone aux box, VegaTrem. Let's get to it. Yes, it is. You have now heard this guitar that you've heard several times, but it's now extremely better with that VegaTrem system. I feel like it added a lot of sustain, and I feel like one of the lights went out. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you subscribe, maybe I'll be able to afford to pay the light bill. I feel like not only did it add sustain, it added, I guess, slinkiness. It added a bounciness to the string that I didn't have before. A few things I must tell you. These are the saddle thingies, the adjustment saddle things are a bit sharp if you're a person that puts their hand here and plays here and goes ham up and down. I mean, it's not like a cheese grater like Parmesan cheese, if you know what I mean. But if you are a type of person that shifts on their palm mutes and stuff like that, they do sell ones that are smaller. I asked, they do sell ones that are smaller, shorter, that'll fall into the saddle itself. But mine, they are indeed sharp. Another thing is when you want to adjust the height of the saddle, you must see this one here, that's the locking thingy. You must loosen that. You must loosen that in order to get the saddle to move. You must loosen that in order to fix the intonation from the back. Both is extremely easy. It's all in the manual. It was a very easy thing to do. It's just things that I snagged on for a second, and I've been working on guitars for 20 years, so if I snag on it, someone else is gonna snag on it, guaranteed. I've heard some complaints that people don't like how there's this gap now. Like, I guess you can see through it. I don't care. Personally, I don't care. I think this Trem looks 10 million times better than the previous one that I had on it. And I think it's the function of it at the end of the day, the function of it, what it's giving me, that smooth, just the bar where it is, how it sits, how it plays, how the tremolo feels. I'll take that with a small, tiny gap that literally no one is gonna notice. It doesn't bother me. I just can't believe how much it elevated this $300 guitar. $300 Fender Mexico. This is like back in the day, right? Like we're talking 2013, 14 is when I bought this. But $300 Fender Mexico, it just brought it to a whole new level. I've always wanted a Floyd, but I don't want to deal with the hassle of the Floyd. This just does that for me. And it sits so perfectly flush once you've got it set up, and it stays there and it stays in tune and it's solid. Huge fan of this thing. Big thank you to VegaTrem for sending me this for me to check out. I will keep this on the Strat until the day I die. Or this Strat dies. Who's gonna die first? Who cares? Hopefully this Strat, not me. I have important things to do, ladies and gentlemen. Like show you what the next video is gonna be. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. If it's not, well, I'm holding a guitar like this. Welcome back. My name is Buddy Blues. We do a lot of videos here. Okay, we've got a lot of videos coming out next week. It's an exciting time to be alive. It's an exciting time to be around gear, and especially stuff that changes your guitar rather than pedals and stuff. No one loves pedals more than me in life, but like pedals and stuff, but stuff that could improve your guitar that much at not such an expensive cost, and it's like a one-to-one fit. No brainer for me. I've been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Until next time, thank you for watching.